What's cracking, everybody? Welcome back to Fade the Public. It's your man's Nicholas, along with Animal and Snacks. Super Bowl was yesterday, so this is Super Bowl Monday, in which we did not have off from work. Well, I kind of had off from work. I stayed in bed for a long time today.
Oh, yeah. I didn't.
So we're going to recap the Super Bowl today. We're going to talk about things we noticed in the game. We're going to talk about how this was probably the worst Super Bowl of all time, the worst game I've ever witnessed with my eyeballs.
Big facts.
Of all time. Worst
terrible.
game. We're going to talk about our favorite commercials. We're going to talk about Todd Gurley and what we think about him for next year, fantasy football after this slow finish to the season. We're going to talk about the halftime show. We're going to talk about the real MVP. We're not talking about Julian Edelman. There are many other factors at work throughout this Super Bowl game who were very deserving of the award. Now, they're not going to give it to someone who's not a player, but I think the public, and we'll fade y'all, should be choosing other MVPs outside of just players because
Think outside the box.
think outside the box, exactly. We're going to talk about how we actually already chose our draft order for next year's fantasy football, the Town Get Down. We got a lot on the plate today, and then we're going to get into one of our top 5 lists during that shit show that was the live stream of the NFC Championship game that we did down in the contaminated dungeon. We asked y'all for a bunch of top 5 lists, and we're going to get into our favorite party athletes of all time. Who are our favorite athletes that we would like to spend one evening with? For better or worse, alive or dead. We all have 5. We're going to bring them to the plate, and we're going to let y'all vote on them. And we're going to wrap up with some Super Bowl odds for the 2020 NFL season and break down what we think of them. Without further ado, play that funky music, white boy.
Right?
Well,
I think it's some agita.
Yeah, always.
I always have agita too. I eat
Always.
so much pizza and all the garlic.
It's part of being Italian.
Terrible. Amen. Aren't you Jewish?
That's a totally different thing, but yes.
That's religion and nationality.
I didn't come from Jewish. my relatives that came, some came from Italy, some came from Ireland.
But they must have come from Jerusalem.
Nope, not how it works.
Anyone can be any religion.
Yeah.
Like, I could become a Jew tomorrow if I wanted to.
But I'm Catholic.
By the way,
I could theoretically become like a Buddhist if I wanted to.
Yes.
Religion is a choice.
Yes. Learn something new every day. Look at
It's
that.
not a choice.
I think you should become a Jew.
You know, it's not a choice.
Listen,
What?
Edelman was a
HIV.
Jew.
So
Oh, well,
It could be a choice. Abstinence always wins, Nick. I know you know a lot about that. Not by choice. Let's get into the Super Bowl. Patriots bring it home.
And there it is. The dynasty continues.
Tom Brady wins his 6th Super Bowl, 13-3. So the Rams gave us the best game of the year back in Week 11 on Monday Night
Which
Football
we
versus the
watched
Chiefs.
together.
yes.
And then they also gave us the worst game of the year.
That they did.
Now, I didn't watch every single game. I can imagine that game like back in Week 3 when Buffalo beat Minnesota like 28-3, like out of fucking nowhere,
yeah.
and knocked out everybody from their survival pool. I'd imagine that was a horrible game to watch too. But this game was brutal to watch. And
From start to finish.
From start to finish. Yeah. And you know what? I saw a lot of Patriots fans that were like, one in particular I'm thinking about, I'm not going to throw any names out there, but this Patriot fan said, you guys just don't appreciate great defense. My thoughts were, yes, the Patriots played great defense, but this game was not fun to watch. There have been games where there's been great defense. The Cowboys and the Saints game earlier this year was great defense, a defensive battle, and fun to watch.
Exactly.
This game was neither elite defense being played nor fun to watch. So what are some of your fucking key takeaways here? What
Uncle Bill at 66 years old
God
is unstoppable.
God.
He's unstoppable.
He just knows what to do.
Knew everything, every play, what was coming.
I honestly, I thought the loss of Patrick Chung was going to actually hurt them a little bit. It didn't even make a difference.
Didn't make it, you wouldn't even know.
And
They
even
could
Bill,
have played
it's
defense
like-
with 9 guys.
It's
it
like
wouldn't
running
have
backs
mattered.
don't matter, cornerbacks don't matter, safeties don't matter,
doesn't.
linebackers don't matter. Nobody fucking matters except for Tom Brady.
If we
and
were on
Julian
the
Edelman.
field, he could scheme around them and still.
Yep.
We
still
probably would
win.
have picked up that dub. Throw me in Julian Edelman's
100%.
spot. I guarantee you I'm throwing up a triple-digit receiving yard total.
If
There's
you
no
put me
doubt
in
in my
Sonny
mind.
Michel's spot, I'd probably go for 140.
you would go for.
Come on, you're not getting that 1 yard touchdown run.
I don't have the wear and tear. Like
You're not
Sonny
putting
does.
up a positive yard run.
That's
if
not
you're
true.
Sony Michel.
That's not true. That is so not true.
You
If
think
there was
you'd
a
be able
way
to,
we could get this to
You
happen,
think
I
I'm
would
small?
bet the house on it.
I'm a locomotive. Okay. I ran my own front yard wrestling organization.
What does that have to do with going
any of the
up
winner.
against
Means
Aaron
I'm a
Donald?
winner.
Yeah, were any of the people 6'2",
Aaron Donald was
290
schemed
pounds?
around. The holes were there. I could have just poked my head right through, put the ball over, and gained a yard. Fact.
On a real note, these quarterbacks,
That
all
is
right,
a
so
that is a
they
real
combined for Brady was horrible too. He won,
was
but
terrible.
but he was horrible. They combined for 0 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. The two teams combined for 6 for 25 on third downs. 6 for 25. It seems like every fucking drive was ending in a punt.
Do we have the number of total punts?
No, but if they were 6 for 25 on third downs, so that's 19 fourth downs, and then there would have been 3 field goals, so 16, a touchdown. Somewhere between 14 and 16 punts, probably. Don't worry about it. Leave the math to me, you cunt. So, yeah, both teams are terrible. The Pats are a little bit less terrible. Jared Goff finished the game with a QBR of 13.4.
Good God.
To put that in perspective, Josh Rosen's season-long QBR was 25.9. So, Goff was basically double the amount of bad that Josh Rosen had been over the season in just this game.
Play action. Here it is. Goff steps up. He's going for the big ball. To the end zone. Oh, and it's knocked out of his hand.
So,
Damn.
14 total punts.
14? That's 14 to 16. Let's fucking go.
This guy's fucking smart.
Hell yeah, baby. That's why I run this motherfucker. So, we had nothing going from the Rams on the ground, nothing going through the air. Gurley and Anderson, 10 to 7 carries, combining for 57 yards. The story of the game came down to Bill Belichick just being absolutely genius on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah.
Came down to the battle in the trenches.
Yeah,
Came
well,
down to
that
the
was
battle
it.
in the
Well,
trenches.
yeah.
That was it.
Because every fucking time Jared Goff dropped back, pressure.
Does he not know how to throw the ball away? By the way,
I don't know.
like there was like
I think
3
there's just
instances I
frustration,
remember.
like just trying to get something to happen,
No,
make
that's
a
not
play.
frustration. That's just a lack of a football IQ. You're at
Trying to
the
make a
si-
play.
You're at the si- What play are you trying to make? Running the ball out of bounds 4 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, that was a dumb play.
He just had his awareness was really
was
fucking
terrible.
bad. Like
I
I don't
think
know
the
what
big
he
the
was doing.
spotlight got to them. The Rams, I think, just as
I
a
was
whole.
listening on the radio today. I didn't see it, but during the national anthem, apparently, like his right arm was like shaking, like he couldn't even hold it on his.
Oh, yeah,
Goff.
look nervous.
Jared
Told
Goff.
Whose broad stripes and bright stars.
I said the Rams looked nervous.
Yeah,
No, that's good intel.
I mean, New England was all over it regardless, man. I saw somewhere that they recorded a pressure on Jared Goff on 41.6% of the passing plays that they sent either Van Noy or Hightower, and compared to plays that they didn't send him, it was like 32%. So it was like Bill Belichick. I mean, that's why they win these Super Bowls, because regardless of how they start the year, no one adapts to their strengths and weaknesses. And I was watching. Did you see the interview with Bill Belichick and Bill Cowher and who was the interviewee? I forget who was interviewing them, but Bill was always talking about like every single year players are asking me like, why are we doing this when this previous year this was so successful? He's like, every year you have way different strengths and way different weaknesses, so we adapt over the course of the year based on what we see working at that time. And that's what a lot of teams and coaches don't do, right? They have their strong points and they think that's it. We just feed those guys.
This is my system. This is how we got to run it.
They're stubborn.
Exactly.
They're
Exactly.
stubborn.
So Bill will be like,
They
listen,
get in their own way.
Yeah. If we want to pressure, if we want to run blitzes on 60% of the plays this year, because that's what works. Last year we did it 30% of the time. Like that's what's going to work, and that's why you see them always struggle in the beginning of the year and get better and better.
Yeah,
and
they're just
better.
working out the kinks.
Many tweaks, man.
He takes away their best option, their best, their strength
Yeah.
of every team. The strength of the Rams defense, obviously, is that D line. There was no
Did
presence.
you see
to be
that?
found.
Just double team Donald the whole
There was
time.
no presence to be found. Sue
They're
was
double team
invincible.
Chip and Sue.
Yeah, I saw the Rams pressure Brady
unbelievable.
on 11% of his passes,
Yeah.
as compared to 40% by the Patriots. And Brady was getting the ball out in 2.4 seconds compared to Jared Goff like 3.6 seconds.
Insane.
It's just it was a shit show.
And there was a look McVay had in like the fourth quarter. I think it was the camera showing to him, and he looked like a deer in headlights.
Yeah.
He's like, "What the?
Yeah,
fuck
I-
just
what do you
happened?"
make of this
That's
for McVay?
a young guy.
Yeah.
I mean,
He could be back.
Of course, there
yeah.
was nothing
he'll be back.
There was nothing I hated more than seeing all the people on Twitter just like, oh, McVay sucks.
don't
For anyone
work.
who thinks that he was like, I'm like, oh, really fucking
How's
hot
your
take after
offensive
this game for
guru
you to say
now?
that.
Dude, he's
Blah, blah.
33 years old. Okay,
Yeah.
like
It's a learning experience.
exactly. He's gonna get better. He's gonna learn how to make adjustments better. And let's give credit to Wade Phillips, by the way.
Yeah, thank you.
He was going to be in my list of MVPs. Who but first of all, the outfit that he came.
Outfit was
with.
great, but the game. I mean, the defense played solid throughout the entire game.
They did.
Wade Phillips did his job.
They did.
He called a perfect game.
And damn, you know what?
Held them to 13 points. The Patriots.
The first drive, the Rams get an interception. You're thinking
You got to capitalize on
Wait a
that.
minute.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm feeling
They did
good.
nothing with it.
About to get these 3 points on this fucking scoreboard over
That was
here.
the most exciting part of the game. After that, it was it.
It was terrible.
Yeah, 100%. There was
Terrible.
nothing
Dude,
fucking exciting.
That pick happened. Like, oh shit, this might be good. There's gonna be some defensive action, but
There was
nothing.
one thing exciting
Nothing
that
happened.
happened on social media that we'll probably get into.
Oh, that's we'll
It was the
talk
most
about
exciting
that.
part of the entire game.
Yeah,
By
only,
far.
yeah.
Possible MVP candidate.
I have
there.
He's my
an
MVP.
actual picture of a graph that says like the rate, like the views, and they beat out the NFL.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like 7.8 million. It's
Yeah.
like a million more in the NFL.
Holy shit. Wait, only 7.8 million people watched the Super Bowl?
No,
can't
no,
be
no,
right.
I
it
meant
was,
like clicks and stuff on social media
Oh, okay.
and whatnot.
Okay, interesting. That's really what it came down to, is the lack of offense and the lack of ability to figure out the different schemes and the blitzes that the Patriots were throwing at them. At the end of the day, I mean, 3 points? Are you fucking kidding me?
Ridiculous.
So
Ridiculous.
horrible, horrible, horrible Super Bowl from a fan's perspective.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm gonna whine a little bit about that. That was our last game of the year, and that's
That's not how I wanted it to go.
that's
whine
how we
about
that's
it.
how
I
we
know.
ended off. That's if you guys want to drink from the bottle, if you
Yeah,
have a
fill it up.
glass.
I don't have my cup. Fucking,
That's just it's sickening. Really.
give me that clear one behind you.
All right. Well, fortunately, they
Just
center
give me a
the
little
Super
bit.
Bowl around a few different
Perfect.
entertainment sources. One being the commercials.
Ooh, hot stuff all over my nachos, walking like a taco, driving over potholes.
What?
Roma mud. No, Gary, give me a Stella Artois.
And one being the halftime show.
Ugh.
I'm back with Boo. La Ferrari, yeah, the Jamba Juice.
Let's talk about the commercials first, because is Snacks. I know you said that you didn't like the commercials this year.
No, I
I
didn't.
hadn't. Maybe it was my lack of watching them the last few years, but I felt like the last bunch of years have been miserable, and I actually enjoyed them this year.
You probably paid more attention.
Now,
and
do you think that's because the game was so fucking
I was
bad?
just gonna say the winners were the commercials because
Yeah.
the game was so bad. They're like, "Fuck, let's watch."
That could have
let's
been
watch
it.
the commercials.
Yeah, and I definitely paid more attention to the commercials this year. So like there was obviously going to be more of a a chance that I actually enjoyed some of them. There was a couple on my top commercial list that were hip hop related that I feel like you guys probably didn't give a shit about. But since I like hip hop a lot, that's what kind of played with me a little bit.
Whatever you like, you like.
So we talked about it last episode. One of the prop bets, the easiest wins, was Doritos red bag flavor.
Yeah.
I said I already know there's a chance, and Backstreet Boys commercial, and the
nailed it
flavor,
all.
the flavor they're fucking promoting is one of the red bags, whatever. So I enjoyed that commercial. I mean, the Backstreet Boys, man. Anytime you throw that fucking
Now it's hot.
They're coming to concert
jam on 'em?
in the
Yeah?
spring.
where,
Barclays, baby, let's go.
dude, I'm all in.
We should do a Fade to Public episode in the Barclays Center for.
In the Barclays Center?
Yeah.
You want to record an episode?
Well, maybe not record it, but
Oh,
maybe
okay.
we can.
We have iPhones, man. Come on, we can do it.
It's
Oh,
twen-
you want to go backstage? Let's go on stage.
Ooh.
Dude, like
Let's do
Backstreet
it.
Boys, you know why the people are here.
I sang
FTP,
for,
baby.
for our. You remember Mr. Cavo? I sang
Yeah.
"I Want It That Way."
Yeah,
I wasn't there.
remember.
Me and,
Sorry.
me and a few of my friends, we didn't karaoke. We fully belted that shit out.
You did
We
a
didn't-
group, though?
Yeah.
Group?
No, I was the one guy.
Okay.
Did you
That's
win that
fine.
year?
No.
No.
Larry did. Pff, great
course.
act. Larry's act
course.
was
Mr. Lunch.
Josh Hongs has the greatest act in Mr. Cavo history, but Larry's.
Hell
I
yeah,
loved
I was
Larry's.
part of that. Let's fucking go. So we had the Chance and Doritos commercial. I was a fan of that, and I was also a fan of the Pepsi. I think Pepsi did a good job with
the Lil
with
Jon?
The okay,
Yeah.
when the Cardi B was like, oh, that and Lil Jon saying okay. I knew you wouldn't appreciate
I
that
don't
shit.
get that. So sorry.
Yeah, dude, I thought they killed that one. But I feel like anytime you can kind of integrate like pop culture icons into it, and that's something that's like super relevant at the time, always plays off well. I was a
best
fan
way
of
to
that
go.
one.
And it was something good, like the way they did it with is Pepsi okay? Like that's such a common thing anytime
Yeah,
you go to
that
a
was really
restaurant.
good.
I
Yeah.
think they incorporated it well. I
I
liked
try
it.
not to support or watch anything Pepsi because
Brandon.
Brandon's dad, my good friend Brandon, our good friend Brandon's dad, works for Coca-Cola, and he's like the man at Coke. So, I mean, I don't even drink the shit, but
One of my favorite things is like if I'm ever at Quick Check with him or something, and I pick up like a Pepsi product unknowingly, he'll like just slap it out of my hand. I'm like, "This is the Pepsi
he's
product."
loyal,
isn't it?
loyalty,
Yeah.
man. We preach loyalty here.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. Oh, dude, speaking of Fade the Public, we are booked for Nashville. I got us.
Oh!
Did it?
We're sheltered.
Oh,
We are
that's cool.
sheltered.
All
We are
right.
we are on our way to the
got a
NFL
roof.
draft.
I'm making it on the stage.
We got a roof over our head. Yeah, after what Barstool pulled last night. We have to doubly, triply, fucking
Oh my God.
7.8 million. We got to hit that 8 mark. I want you dead. I want you dead.
All right, so we were talking about this today. I was kidding around. I'm like, maybe I'll do something because my team has the earliest pick, and
Okay,
it's a
hold
big
on.
draft.
I don't know. Maybe they don't know what we're talking about in the first
Oh.
place, but we are going as a podcast, as a media publication to the NFL draft in April. It's April 25th to the 27th. We're going to head down on Thursday, get there for the first round, second round, probably get the fuck out of there on Saturday because no one cares about the last few rounds.
First round's all that matters.
Yeah, so we booked our shelter. We're about a 10-minute walk from where the stage is.
Whoa, we ain't walking anywhere. But go ahead.
I looked at the weather. It's like 75 there
we're walking.
in April.
Nope.
Okay, we're
All
definitely walking. We're going to actually run, so make sure you bring those fucking stupid-ass shoes you're wearing right now. They look like athletic shoes.
They are G-Men shoes. But go ahead. That's exciting. Why didn't you tell us? What a great surprise!
Yeah,
you
no,
just
Well,
got.
I wanted to do it on air.
That's awesome.
I wanted to get your fucking
That's
fraud,
how you do
fraud
it.
reactions.
That's how you do it.
Max
Fraud
doesn't seem,
reaction.
I wasn't seem excited at all.
I don't think he was. He was definitely thinking this ain't gonna happen. We're not gonna go.
100%.
No, 100%. I thought we were going. Send us the thing the other day for the Airbnbs.
You have no idea what you're talking about.
So we're going to the NFL draft.
I was saying like I wanted to cause a scene. We have to do something that just pops us off.
But you can't plan it. It's got to be natural. So
Oh,
I
of
think
course.
when we get
Everything
there,
I do is natural.
we scout it
Nothing
out.
I do that's planned.
see what the situation is and see
Well,
how
it's
much
like-
legal trouble do
it's
you
like-
want to get in.
It's like when the Giants draft like Jonah Williams instead of like Dwayne Haskins or something. Then I just might
we all
burn
have-
Nashville to the city.
You guys
to the
are
ground.
early. We're, I think, like 13th maybe. We're the Broncos.
10.
Okay, so we're all within like the top
Yeah,
15
we're
picks.
right there.
Yeah.
We're right there. We
That's
could leave
pretty
right
solid.
after the 13th pick.
Oh, 100%. As soon as the Falcons are at. You don't want to stay for the whole first?
No, there could be some trades.
I feel like, dude, that
It's like 4 friggin' hours.
well, it's outside too. The main stage,
it?
I believe, is outside.
Oh wow, okay. Then maybe
Nashville's
I'll
got
stay.
a sick setup, and there's gonna be so
Maybe
much
I'll
shit to
stay.
do there. We're gonna cause a fucking ruckus.
It's gonna be
there.
crazy.
Yeah, we'll
I
be in bed
cannot
by
wait.
like
Scott,
11.
we need you.
Scott, you need to come.
Scott, there's no ifs, ands, or buts.
Yeah, tell
You
your
have to come.
Tell your family you're sorry.
Bring him.
Yeah, you can bring your
Bring
kids
him.
too.
Yeah, bring them. Fuck it. It's only 2 days.
There's plenty of room on the floor for them to sleep. I'm taking a bed.
Listen,
kids
Scott,
can get the
Scott,
floor.
you can have my bed.
Yeah. So, anyways, let's talk more commercials.
Right. So you had a good few.
My favorite, I think the best one easily was the Devour food porn.
My boyfriend has an addiction.
Hey.
Ever since it started, he turned into a 3-minute man.
So my thing with that is, Barstool tweeted that out like a few days prior to the Super Bowl,
An
and we're like,
actual commercial?
that full commercial. I watched that on Twitter like
Oh,
a week
really?
ago, but
there
they
was a lot
said,
of them that leaked.
but they said that it sucks that the Super Bowl is not playing this commercial. It was weird because
Well, I know they're big with Devour. I know they have like a sponsorship with Devour.
So what
They're
I
eating
think,
them
so
on
what
the-
I think is that was a ploy for them to use that as an ad spot for them to be like,
Okay.
this is the best commercial, and it's not going to be on the Super Bowl because it was talking about like food porn. And I was like, oh, you know what? That maybe that's like a little too sensitive for fucking America nowadays.
Yeah.
So maybe it actually isn't.
I was a
gonna
little
be
surprised if you watch the actual
Yeah.
commercial. Like it's
literally
not like
just talk-
dirty, but like it's a little dirty.
Yeah, that's
For,
why
like,
it was funny when
you
they
know,
did it with
Those
Barstool.
commercials get a little risque sometimes.
Yeah, I thought
Gotta
it was
do it.
great. I enjoyed it. They were watching amateur food videos. They were making
Yeah,
amateur food
I don't
videos in
remember.
bed,
I don't
eating the
It's
fucking
like ever
food.
since he got addicted, he turned into a 3-minute man.
Yeah,
And it was
yeah.
like him putting a microwave food thing into
Heating it up for 3 minutes.
I don't remember.
Get a sense of humor.
rather than busting in 3 minutes.
Get a sense of humor.
No, it's not a sense of humor.
Turn your fucking brain
you know what?
on.
You try watching the game with my father, okay?
That's a good point.
You have no idea what it's like.
You're right. I don't.
First of all, it's
I have an
screaming
idea.
nonstop. Second of all, he don't give a shit about the commercials. It's still screaming during them. How the fuck is my 2-in-1 box gonna hit?
Oh yeah, how'd you guys got got fucking murdered on that.
Everybody got murdered in the boxes. There was 2 numbers.
Whoever got 3-0.
3-3. They double
Those
banged.
are solid numbers.
Double
Wow.
bang. 3 and 4. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty solid.
Good for them. Sorry, go ahead.
I was also a big fan of the Expensify commercial with 2 Chainz. That song,
I saw it, didn't like it.
I knew you wouldn't like it. That's
I just had to throw it
I
out.
didn't think it was funny. That song was so fucking good. I immediately tried to Shazam that and put it onto my workout playlist until I realized it was like literally a fucking Expensify.
You should see my workout playlist.
It's probably so bad.
It's like
I would
half.
probably-
It's like half WWE theme songs and like.
I would fall asleep at the gym immediately. if it was
Like
on.
the Undertaker comes on, I get into it. It's like crazy.
Expensify with 2 Chainz. fucking
Speaking of the Undertaker,
golden.
Speaking of the Undertaker, one of my favorite commercials was the Jason Bateman Elevator Man commercial.
Hello, folks. What floor?
Oh, we're car shopping.
You're going down.
Not really sure what that has to
How
do
was
with
the Undertaker tie into that?
Anyway, I just thought the way Jason Bateman looked and how creepy his hair was parted, and every time they got off on the next stop, I thought he was hysterical. I'm a huge fan of Jason Bateman's
me
dry
too.
sense of humor, and I thought he nailed it.
That
And,
was a really funny commercial.
you know, like the jury duty. Oh, he's guilty. We know he's guilty. Okay.
Yeah. It's like we all know he's guilty.
We all
right?
know he's guilty. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, that was the one.
But
That, made
that
me
was a
chuckle.
good one, and I don't know if we were gonna collectively discuss this, but I'm gonna bring it up anyway.
Do it.
Sorry.
The
The
NFL
NFL 100 commercial was
Awesome.
It was good.
unbel-
Yeah, it was good.
No, it was like great.
It was good. Everyone overreacted to it.
Stop.
We overreacted because it was that damn good.
It was dude, having all those people there.
Joe.
No can do, cowboy.
So
That
good.
was incredible.
But by the way, I'm a little annoyed. I'm sorry.
What?
How do you not have Lawrence Taylor in there?
I mean, maybe he didn't want to be in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was probably blowing coke.
Maybe they
off
asked him.
his
He was
shoulder.
like,
gonna
"Oh,
say,
fuck
like-
that stupid shit."
It's his birthday today, by the way. Happy birthday to Goat.
That's probably why he's probably been celebrating the last
Yeah,
month.
dude, you
He's
kidding
been on
me?
a bender.
Yeah.
But no, that commercial was awesome. It
That was
really
awesome,
was.
yeah.
It had
A lot
like
of
the past, the present, the future.
Marshawn, I was so pumped up when fucking Beast Mode came on the screen. You see him just like,
He's re-
for the cake, I was like, this is gonna be good.
He's got that stupid smirk on his face. And Brady takes the rings off and gives him the big. Oh, it was so cool.
Yeah, that was cool. The Amazon Alexa commercial we were talking about right before this, where they were like, going through all the things like Amazon Alexa, all the smart technology is becoming a big part of society. It will be a big part of society soon, but they were talking about how like these are all the smart technology they tried to do that like didn't work, and they had like the toothbrush where like it was playing something while it was in the mouth so you couldn't hear it, and then they put like a dog collar on, so every time the dog barked it would order like something stupid, and like and Harrison Ford was in it for like 8 seconds. It was so random. And then the dog, anytime you put a fat dog in a commercial, I'm
A
fucking
little Frenchie, man.
I'm all in. Yeah.
It's like my little Benny.
Yeah, dude. I was gonna tell you to bring him here just for this fucking part. Snacks got the most beautiful French
He's
bulldog.
gorgeous, man.
How old is
Scott,
he now?
I'll send you a picture. It's like he's beautiful.
How old is he now?
He's 17 weeks now.
You're one
What
of
the hell
those.
does that
You're one of
mean?
those.
Yeah, really.
Motherfuckers.
You're one of those fucking people.
17 weeks.
Well, what would he be?
No, I don't know.
4 months.
I'm not good at math.
Yeah,
Why do you
I'm
do
not
this
either.
to
I
me?
just know that's what he is. So I just said 17 weeks.
I just know that's what he is.
He's beautiful. He wears a little
He
Giants
is.
collar.
He needs to
He's
be our.
great.
He needs to be our mascot.
He should.
He needs to be.
big
He's a
dog.
good boy. He's a good boy. He's a
I
big
was
dog.
I just figured he is a big dog. I just figured, dude, when this eventually blows and there's gonna be an office space, we're gonna have multiple dogs running around.
They got to be big.
Pooping
Yeah.
everywhere.
Well, they're gonna be fat.
I think
big.
pugs and Frenchies like are the only two that should be.
That's it.
that
We're gonna
should
have at least like
only
3 or
do
4
it.
just running around at all.
Just
fucking
fat
times.
slobs,
I
just
can't-
walking.
I
Ugh.
can't wait. Yeah, so I figured whenever he was potty trained, then we could bring him onto the podcast.
I think that's a great idea.
All right.
My brother's is like his caretaker, so Anthony might have to sit in the background.
See him bringing
but-
him to college, getting him fucked up. And
Oh yeah,
whatnot.
he's got the girls all over
Like,
him.
Ant, what are you doing, man?
He
You're
said-
gonna kill this dog
Gonna
before
kill
it
him.
even hits 19 weeks.
Well, hopefully it's getting him good in the pussy department.
It has to be. If you can't get pussy with
Yeah,
that
if you have
dog,
a dog
He
like that
sends
on
my
campus.
family a picture yesterday. It's like Benny's being held by like four girls, five
Yeah.
girls,
Oh my
and they're
God.
all like kissing her, and he's just sitting there. It's like the funniest thing.
Yeah.
So
that's good shit.
I love
Any
you,
other
Benny.
Uh,
commercials?
I like the Michael Bublé bubbly soda, whatever bubbly seltzer.
I thought it was clever. I think that probably resonates with like people who are 40 years old and over, like yourself. I
didn't
don't know if
re-
you guys know this, but Animal is actually 42.
42.
He's almost as old as Bill Belichick. He's closer to Bill than he is to McVay.
So I own this house.
Exactly. Big. You know how you paid for this house with all the fucking mortgage bets that
That's
we fucking
right.
lock up.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. So the Bublé was good.
I just think it was witty. You know?
It was witty, yeah.
I
Yeah,
liked
I
it.
agree.
Other than that, I mean, I had the Audi one too, which I didn't see anyone talking about it. The
You know-
e-tron.
Do you know why no one talked about it?
Because it sucked.
It was funny.
It
It
sucked.
was funny.
Max, your sense of humor
The guy's
is
in
like
the
so
car
far off
and he's
from
like this
ours,
hitting the
it's
gas,
crazy.
and he's when you like hit the gas in a car and it's fast and you get sucked back in the seat. He was doing that, and then he was dreaming.
Do that again?
He was dreaming, and he woke up and he was getting the Heimlich. He was choking at work.
Love it. Love it. I'm all in. I hope they play it again next year.
Please comment below on what you guys thought of that commercial, please.
I know someone had to like that shit.
Well,
That was
no, let
funny.
us know your favorite commercial.
Yeah,
down below.
they're gonna go off about how they agree with you because they feel so damn bad for you. That's what's gonna happen.
I'm just
We
a
got a lot of
42-year-old
weirdos
guy
in the
living in my
audience,
parents'
that's
basement.
Let's talk about the halftime show, though. Let's talk about our big thoughts only on the halftime show.
What is there to talk about?
As someone who I like rap, I like hip hop a lot, but they need to stop putting rappers
It's so
on
bad.
live
They can't.
performances.
They can't
I
perform
don't like
live.
rap. I like Many Men. I like Gold Digger. I like Biggie Smalls. That's about it. I would appreciate it if I could understand what they're saying.
There's a time and place for that kind of stuff.
Right.
It's in your car with the stereo bumping. It's
Right.
at the gym.
They
if
got
you're
the you
working
got
out.
the bass and all that.
That shit needs to
It's
stop.
got to go. It's got to go.
It needs
And
to stop.
About to check. Just check the push. Back into my daughter, I'm a sure with it. Baby mama, couple boys, got these others. Yeah!
I don't know about you guys, but I was very pissed off about the SpongeBob.
Yeah, what was the whole hysteria about that? They were
Well,
going
so
to play.
they were supposed to play the whole song, "Sweet Victory." It's like 1 minute and 30 seconds the song.
Yeah, it's a great
like not even
episode.
a long song, and all they did was the shitty introduction to bring out Travis Scott, and they were like, "This guy needs no introduction." Blah blah blah. I didn't know who the fuck he was when he came out.
I couldn't pitch. If you gave me 20 people and told me to pick out Travis Scott, I would. I
had no
wouldn't.
idea.
Well, that's the thing. It's all about who has the most. You guys are so white. I can't even like use these words. Who has the most clout at the time? Who has the most social media?
I don't.
I knew the song he was singing.
Right. It's like
I
the most
did.
popular
Trying to
song in
sing.
America right now, pretty
Yeah.
much. But that's because social media makes these artists 10 times bigger than they need to be.
Yeah,
Right.
memes and everything.
And
It all
that's what's
plays
going
into
to
it. And,
win in these situations now. I mean, they put Maroon 5 on, but I expected a much better performance, to
And
be honest
listen,
I thought they were terrible.
the
I
halftime
expected
show is
way better.
directed towards
Awful.
women, so I get it. Like, I'm not gonna be like,
No,
oh,
no,
the
no.
halftime
No.
show is bad.
No, see,
I don't care.
yesterday I
with.
celebrated
Yeah, I
my.
actually could give a fuck less.
yesterday,
Like, I never watched the halftime show.
Neither do I.
It's usually
Yesterday,
like a
I
smoke break, a
celebrated,
drink break.
I celebrated
you know?
my 11-year anniversary of becoming a made man when the Giants beat the
Yeah,
18-0 Patriots. Just listen. You know who played the halftime show that year?
Bruce.
Tom fucking Petty. Rest in
Okay.
peace.
You just guessed.
They went from Tom Petty to Maroon 5. That's it. That's it. The times have changed. There was a year it was like Stones, Bruce,
Well, that's
Tom
why
Petty.
I
all
sent
these
out a
guys in
tweet.
row, the Who, and now it's like you said, girls and I can't.
Look,
Then he took his shirt off and he's got California written on.
Yeah,
Come
people were
on,
ripping
man.
him for
This
that.
is-
You see
This
that?
is
was out of
football.
control.
Come on.
People were like all over like Twitter, like,
You know
I
who's got- you
can't
know
wait
who
to get a
should do it?
Philadelphia tattoo.
You know who
Like,
I'm going
people
to
were, like,
petition?
all
I'm
over
going to
it.
petition, like I said, I don't like rap. Action Bronson. That guy's a man's man.
I fucking
listen,
love Bronson.
Action
been-
Bronson
his
should
ass-
do the Super Bowl
I've been listening
show.
to Action Bronson.
Thank you.
He
I
should
have
do the
been.
Super Bowl halftime
He's the
show.
GOAT.
He's a man's man.
I didn't realize
He
that
takes
actually-
his shirt
He's an
off.
entertainer. That's
Right,
the thing.
exactly.
I didn't
Even
realize I liked
know
some
that.
of his songs from NBA 2K. He's got a couple songs in there that like
Hell
like,
yeah, dude.
oh, they're always playing. I'm like, I like this song.
Yeah,
and I was
it's good.
listening. I was like, oh shit, this is action.
He's a talented artist. That's the thing. He's not just like someone who's like ignorant. He is ignorant most of the time, but he is he could play different instruments and he's a talented artist. Give him on there. He like at his fucking concerts and shit. He'll like throw things off the stage. He'll throw like full microwaves at the crowd.
like
and shit.
that.
Like crazy shit. It's really
Dude,
fucking
I
funny.
sent
That
out
would
a,
fly in Goodell's NFL.
I sent out a tweet. I said, "This is football. Give me a rock band and fireworks. Maybe 2 dudes in a choreographed fight scene on stage. Anything but this. Like
That's a great tweet. I didn't even see it. I'm sorry.
just give me some fireworks. Give me some flair."
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
singing like he was putting me to sleep. Honestly, I watched it
You know
because
they
I knew we were going to talk
they
about it.
spent
but it
$10
was
million
bad.
on that. That's how much
Bad.
it cost for the halftime show.
Really.
$10 million.
Waste of money.
And they don't pay the performers.
Performers don't get paid.
Don't get paid.
So how do they? What costs so
That's
much?
their
Just the
record.
light
The
work.
stage, the lighting, the equipment,
It's ridiculous.
choreo, everything.
Fuck that noise.
Right?
Halftime show.
Madness.
Sucked. Super
Big
Bowl.
thumbs down for the
sucked.
halftime show.
Commercials.
Nah.
6 out of 10. Everything sucked. This year sucked. Fantasy football sucked.
Which, by the way, it's funny that Tony Romo finally makes it to a Super Bowl, and the game sucks. Coincidence? I think not.
Yeah, it was his fault for sure.
It's fucking irrelevant.
Completely disagree. Everything is relevant in the NFL.
Everything.
Now, you said fantasy sucks.
I think I might do one of those things. I'm going to try and hit like the Mega Millions or something. I'm going to play the Mega Millions really hard. I'm going to study the numbers and everything. I'm going to like try and hit it really, really hard, and then I'm going to go to all the games, like home and away. I feel like if my presence is there, front row.
You're going to try really, really hard to win the Mega Millions.
Yeah.
You realize it's random.
I'm going to study
There's not a
algorithms and things.
No such thing.
Yeah, there is.
You're going to start studying the algorithms, but people who work at Google aren't able to figure that out yet, right?
Right.
Okay. Probably because it's not a fucking algorithm. and
There's
it's random.
literally no
Smartest
algorithm.
people in the world don't get
It's just probability.
what?
What is your argument?
I'm saying if you study hard enough, you could figure out a glitch. And that's what I plan on doing.
Let us know how it
I'm
goes.
quitting my job, and I'm going to study.
If you hit
lottery.
that, what'd you say you were going to do?
Well, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to buy tickets to every Giants game, home and away, front row seats, behind the bench.
Okay.
Motivate. If I'm there motivating, you kidding me?
They would fucking hate you.
Dude, they go like 12-4 easy. Easy.
I would fucking have you escorted out of the stadium so quickly.
And the only way I'd miss a game is for like a death in the family. Even then, I probably wouldn't even miss a game.
You probably wouldn't.
Yeah, no.
You
I
bring the
wouldn't.
body with
There's
you.
no way. I'd FaceTime myself into like, Dad, put me there so I could
Put me on the put me
on the stand.
All right. So speaking of the Giants and their only really feasible player at this point in the first round of fantasy drafts,
We
Saquon
still got
Barkley.
Eli.
Saquon gives Gurley a run for his money. At least this was the opinion earlier this or last month, whatever, when we did our mock draft. Gurley was the 101 in our mock draft that we did a month ago. After seeing how this last month of the season unfolded, what is your take on Gurley? Now, I know were you Gurley 101 with me when we did the mock draft?
Yeah, I agree with that.
He had to have been because
Gurley, and you were
I've been Barkley 1.
you were Barkley 101.
Yeah.
So
And that's not biased either.
no. So Gurley was your 102.
Yes.
Where does he move for you in your rankings after this last month?
Very tough to say, but I'm gonna keep him there. I'm gonna keep him there for now.
Interesting.
I don't know enough yet.
Okay.
I don't know enough. The last what month it's been pretty much.
Yeah, give or take.
It's
same.
not promising.
No.
But give him an off season, clean himself up. I don't know if he's suffering from something else. I don't know what the case is. Well, I'm sure we'll find out. But for right now, I'll keep him there.
102.
Yeah.
Okay. Animal.
I'm right on the
No,
fence. I'm keeping him there.
I'm with him. I'm Saquon 101 now. That's it. And that's just because of everything I've seen over the past 4 weeks.
Does Gurley stay behind him?
Yeah, he's 102.
He is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Until I see what happens further, I'm keeping an eye on Andrew Whitworth. There was some rumbles that he might retire.
Yep.
So if he retires, then he's probably going to go to 103 for me.
Yeah.
But if he's still there, if that line is still intact and Gurley comes back healthy,
Yeah.
I'm not going to bump him any lower than 102.
I mean, he's going to get his 15-plus touchdowns.
Yeah. Listen, what he did now that, kind of sucked for him didn't really affect anyone fantasy-wise.
No.
It was the end of the season where it doesn't really, for fantasy football, it doesn't really matter. But it's alarming, for sure.
Definitely is alarming. And it makes me think. But for right now, where we stand today, a day after the Super Bowl, I will keep him right under Saquon.
Yep, he moves back for me as well. Barkley goes to the 101. Gurley, so he had a knee scope in week 15, I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so the whole saga around him is whether or not his knee is 100%. My thinking is one of two things. Either he's not 100% and they're just hiding it, or he is 100% and we can't tell what's wrong. Why is he underperforming right now?
Did he just fold?
Did he fold? This whole offense is folding.
Yeah.
I saw a lot of things on Twitter today. There, NFL Next Gen Stats clocks players and their actual game speeds and things like that. And he was the fastest player on the field last night. It was a 5-yard run he had, which clocked at almost 20 miles an hour, which is faster than anyone else ran on the field.
Pretty sure he
last
got popped on that play too.
No, that was the one where he fucking broke Chung's fucking arm.
Oh, right.
It was a 5-yard run. That was the fastest speed that any player on the field hit last night. So seeing that, him running at top speed makes you think his knee is fine.
Yeah.
If not 100%, 95%.
Makes you wonder if it's something mental.
Right. It makes you wonder, what is going on there? Is he...
Do you think that bringing in C.J. Anderson kind of like hurt his ego a little bit?
It could have, but he was underperforming prior to
Yeah,
that. You know what I
but
mean?
then
Like,
when C.J. went off, he was like, "Fuck, this guy might be taking my job."
dude,
Dude, that's how these pros think.
It's true. My other concern is like maybe
I
he
know
is
it
less
is.
than 100%, but they hadn't put him on the injury report, right? And they can get in trouble for that.
Yeah, that's big.
So they might, you know, like one of my thoughts was that, okay, maybe like 6 months down the road, we're going to hear like, yeah, he played with like a torn meniscus the entire time or some shit. But if that's the case, they've seen enough teams get in trouble for hiding players on the injury report up to this point that they'll probably like, if you are less than 100%, shut your mouth. Like, don't even have it come out during the offseason. So it's not like we're ever going to know.
Like you were fucking playing basketball with your friends and you fucked your knee up.
Exactly. Like you can't say that because the NFL will fine you or take pics or some shit like that, you know? So it's like that puts us fantasy players in a weird predicament where like we don't know what to think.
It's our worst nightmare.
Exactly.
It's our worst. And McVay stood there after the game and said he was healthy.
Yeah, so did Gurley. So everything
Gurley
is
said it too, right?
They've all said it. So it had to have just been the offense and like I don't know, something weird about
wear
their
and
offense.
tear from the long
Was
season.
maybe
you know,
there's something
could be
behind
so many
the scenes
things
that we don't know about? I mean,
I don't think it was behind the scenes.
I'm just trying to throw something out there, like Malcolm Butler last year, and
Right.
Malcolm Butler and Todd Gurley's presence. I mean,
That was like what I said. Like the only way I would have moved Gurley off the 101 was if they came out during the offseason and McVay was like, yeah, well, Gurley's had so much tread on his tires the last 2 years. We're going to bring someone else in to kind of, you know, ease back his workload so
lighten
he's
his
ready for
load.
the playoffs. It's very possible that it was stamina, man. When you have
Very
fucking
well.
600, 700 touches over a 2-year
Absolutely,
period,
yeah.
at that time, that could wear you down. So that's my number one thinking is probably the wear and tear. So if they come out and they're like, we want to, you know, if CJ's a free agent, and they said they definitely want to bring him back, if they're going to start, you know, giving Gurley 17 touches a game rather than 23 to 25, you're going to take Barkley there.
Slide a
Because
little
Saquon
bit.
Barkley is there, he becomes a 101. If it was like a toss-up between Gurley and a few other guys, then you could still argue it. But I think since Barkley is so fucking good, you can't pass him up at 101 knowing that Gurley has a question mark now.
ridiculous. I couldn't agree more. I mean, and like I said, I was taking him 101 before all the shenanigans. So
I think like 2 days after we did that mock draft, the more I was looking, I think I told you that the next day. I
Yeah,
was
you
like,
did. You
I
did.
was like, dude, I think Barkley's the 101 for me too. Like right after I said that. But Gurley's just given, like really fucked me up these last couple of years. So I was
know.
like, I can't
I
fade
have
it.
to do it.
Yeah.
you have that penchant for it, and it's understandable.
Yeah. So
That's
Gurley
where,
moves
that's
back
where
to
we
the
stand
102.
on Gurley. Yeah.
102. And I really don't think he's that far ahead of C-Mac. I really don't.
I don't think he's that far ahead of Zeke.
No. I meant, Zeke and C-Mac,
Yeah.
both of them.
Either of them.
So
Depending
those
on how
top
this
picks are gonna be-
offseason
God,
plays
it's gonna be
out,
such a good
could
first
slide a
round.
little further.
Such a good first round.
Yeah, so speaking of the first round, the way we actually chose our fantasy football draft order for this upcoming year for the E-Town Get Down, that's the whole reason we started this show, was the Fade the Public, was to recap our big money fantasy football league, E-Town Get Down. Last year for our draft order, we all picked a golfer that was competing in one of the PGA championships, and depending on how your golfer did, you got to choose where you ended up in the draft order. This year we had Prop City. We had a sheet of about
Prop City.
what was it like? We had a sheet of about
40
different
Yeah,
prop
something
bets
like
or
that.
whatever, and all of them were worth 1 point. They were all ridiculous ones, like would Donald Trump sent out a tweet during the game, along with like actual game line kind of shits, and everything was 1 point. But if you chose the winner of the Super Bowl, you'd get 3 points for it. Whoever had the most points of the prop bets would get to choose their draft order or their draft spot for next year. Fucking Steen ended up winning it, so he's going to choose,
Of course.
what draft pick he wants in the 2019 E-Town Get Down draft, which would be round 11 XI.
Unbelievable.
For real.
What year is
We're
this for
catching
you?
up to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
This next year will be my fifth.
Fifth. Yeah? You sure?
Well,
His first year he split.
first year was co-owner, but yeah.
Okay.
And you've been a mainstay too.
Yeah. Listen, I should have been in 3 out of 4 years in the playoffs. I'm only 2 out of 4 now because this year I fucking choked so hard. I just fucking. Yeah, really. Fucking.
So the way it's looking right now is Animal's going to have the third choice of picks.
Yes.
Snacks is going to have 9th, and I'm going to have 8th. So we're probably going to end up with 8th, 9th. That's probably like how it's going to.
I'm going to have
Theoretically, it should.
top 3 pick.
So also when you guys are doing, just a little tip for managing your league, and I love commissioner questions. So if you guys have any questions about running your league, drop them down below. But if you're ever doing a competition for draft order, whoever wins that competition should get their choice of pick. You
Yeah, it
shouldn't
doesn't
automatically
go in that order.
first, because if you win and you're like, I hate the first pick, like that doesn't do you any
Yeah,
good.
people might not
Why did I win?
participate as
Exactly.
much as they wanted to or try and rig it so they don't win.
So let them pick. Yeah. So we already know like who has the pick of their pick, but we don't actually decide the draft order until about a week before the fantasy draft, which is always Labor Day Monday, like 3 days before the NFL season kicks off. So we already had that done, which is kind of cool because normally we end up like fucking cramming.
You were
it
scrambling to
last
find out
minute.
something.
We'll just do it out of
Let's
a
do a
fucking
punt
hat.
pass kick competition. Like
We'll suck it out of a fucking
Yeah.
hat with a
Oh
vacuum.
my God,
Like
the
NBA.
glory days.
Dude, that YouTube video has like fucking 10,000 views on it, and like 90% of the like thumbs up or thumbs down or thumbs down. People are like, "You guys are so fucking stupid. Why'd you do this?" We were like 17 at the time.
Literally,
It was like E-Town get down round like 4. Or
it's
something.
crazy though. We're starting to become. We're not a finished product, but a well-oiled machine.
We are.
So,
Yeah. So,
which is only going to make this better.
yeah. So that actually made the game that doing the prop city made the game way more fun.
I didn't even look at my sheet.
yeah, especially this game. Yeah,
Oh, you didn't?
I didn't even. Look.
we were-
I totally forgot about it.
back and forth in the group chat talking about it.
Yeah, I was looking at it pretty fucking intensely. I was waiting for
I
Giselle's
just don't.
titties to
I
pop
just don't
up.
care.
Yeah.
Wherever I draft, I draft. If I draft the first one, the guy will probably get injured.
If he dies, he dies.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. So that was a fun little thing to harp on during.
Todd Gurley, pussy.
Show some respect.
I don't care. You call Todd Gurley a pussy.
So that was fun. What else was fun was watching or seeing some of the things that happened outside of the actual game.
The only
The
fun
things
part
that
about the
actually
game.
made the Super Bowl enjoyable.
Number one, we have a list of MVP candidates, or I don't even know if they're all going to be people or if they're just going to be things that happen.
Things, people,
people.
groups.
Number
just-
one had to have been Prez.
By,
Barstool,
by far,
Had
not even
to.
close.
Barstool Prez. Prez is banned from every NFL thing.
I don't know what it is with this Goodell guy. This is the type of guy now, keep in mind, his wife had a fake Twitter account to defend him. So he's that thin-skinned. He makes $40 million a year, and he's worried about a Patriot fan just watching the game. It's insane.
I don't even know what to call it. Whether it's the draft or a
He's
game.
banned from the NFL. Just put it that way.
He's been arrested by the NFL like too many times already. And if you guys haven't seen the video already, we'll link it now. So he gets dragged out by security.
Fucking the limp leg.
Limp
man.
leg.
That was the
the
best
best
part about
part,
it.
not
That
even-
was easily the best part. He was like, "I'm not getting." Did you see the full video? Of
Yeah,
like,
full
the
video,
guy
yeah.
sitting in front of him.
He's like, I'm not leaving.
I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving.
He's wearing a mustache.
And he wears a hat that says "I love Goodell," so people won't think it's him.
I wasn't making a scene. I paid $5,000 for my ticket. The guy next to me paid $5,000 for his ticket. We were paid customers. They told us. I can't believe that they actually did it. I don't know how they found us. We were just enjoying the game, and I noticed that around halftime, the security started circling around me. We went to our seats, and I said, you know what? If they come for me, I'm going limp. I'm going to make them drag me out of here because I knew it would be this scene. And guess what, Tucker? We had more social news than the NFL themselves. My name was tweeted 5th out of everybody players, not players, everybody.
So he fucking hates Roger Goodell. They all hate Roger Goodell, and he wears like these fake disguises. I don't even know how he gets in. Like people have to be on the fucking alert for that.
Well,
now.
the media,
It's so- I
day
mean,
blows my mind.
So many
Yeah.
people
How they
coming
could-
in.
and we could have got in.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
What are you saying? We're not official.
No, that's not what I'm saying at all.
I can't wait for.
But
the
we
draft.
don't have.
I can't
like-
wait for the draft.
Oh, neither can
We're gonna
I.
fucking dominate.
I can't
that
wait
thing.
either. But Prez, I mean, it just.
Between him and PFT running around backstage, I mean, not really, but like, it was just hilarious. If you were following them on Twitter, it just looked like the funnest game of Manhunt of all time.
Like, you kidding me? And then he goes out, like, when he gets kicked out, he's like, I got $160K on this. I'm going to jail. I'm going to come out and realize I won my $160K.
Yeah, he
like,
must feel like a boss.
What
after
the
that.
NFL and Goodell has done for Barstool Sports is ridiculous.
They
Yeah,
put them on a
well,
platform. Yeah, the
it's
more they try to
ridiculous.
fucking eat them up, the better. Because their product is content, and the more
Boom,
NFL
boom,
hates
boom,
on them,
boom.
the better content.
They
have
were the
the,
true winners yesterday.
100%.
The biggest winner was Barstool Sports.
I have the numbers here for you. The top media and entertainment publishers of Super Bowl content uploaded to Facebook January 2019. Barstool Sports had 7.1 million views, and the NFL had 6.8 million.
Incredible.
They beat the
Incredible.
NFL.
Incredible.
Insane.
That's crazy.
And I don't know if you guys know, like, the editor-in-chief at Barstool, like K. Marco or whatever his name is. He's good. He tweeted out, he's like, I'm 100,000,000% confident that Roger Goodell's a stoolie because he wouldn't go to these lengths just to keep giving us his content.
That's funny.
And it's so true. Like,
Yeah.
every single time. It's
The things they do, yeah. It's like the more dramatic they get with it, the better it turns out for
Yeah.
Barstool. The fact that they dragged them out was just like,
Dragged him.
His legs were. It was like he was dead.
Dead.
Well, that was just like a fuck you.
Well,
like,
he
I'm
wasn't
going
moving.
dead weight.
He
Fuck you
wasn't
guys.
moving,
Try and
yeah.
get me out of here.
Yeah, because one guy fucking picked him up by his underwear. I was like, that's out of control. Did you
Yeah.
see that? Like, even when
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
picked him up by the
And then
stairs.
Frankie, look, give some credit to Frankie too. He followed him out.
Yeah.
Got
Was
it
that
all
Frankie? I
shown.
wasn't sure if that was him or not.
I think
Just assume it was.
yeah, you always assume it's
Yeah.
Frankie, but I think Prez like tweeted out like Frankie could sue for this, and it was like the guy telling him like go away or something.
he was
like
like
that.
pushing him out of the.
So I
fucking
figured
alley.
it was Frankie. If not, whoever it was.
Incredible
credit to him.
performance by El Prez. I think someone else that's close is Andrew
Andrew Whitworth.
Oh yeah,
Do you have his tweet?
beast.
Do you have his tweet pulled up?
I have.
Andrew Whitworth asked in the locker room after the game. Because
By the way, thanks a lot, Jerry Reese.
This is the actual quote. At the end of the day, we're all gonna die.
but give some context to it, some pretext.
I don't have the pretext.
What's the tweet say?
It's just Rams tackle Andrew Whitworth on the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's fucking called context.
That's not. I mean,
That's
you
like
knew
being
what he
asked
was
a
talking
question
about
after the game.
Yeah, okay. They were
Hey,
asking
Andrew,
him.
how's your and your wife's relationship? At the end of the day, we're all going to die. You should talk about what he was saying that question, that answer, and referring to.
Well, I don't really know the question.
Roger Goodell would put you in a body bag.
I hope he would.
He would put you in a body. You would not
In like
excel.
a fist fight?
No, I just mean in
Like in a fist fight.
In like a fist fight.
you would
yeah.
not excel on the platform that he would give you.
But either way, that's an impeccable quote. I mean,
Andrew Whitworth just down in the dumps.
that's a mood.
That's a big move.
That's a mood.
It's a big old mood. So Whitworth, I think, is right up there with Prez, but Prez is just out of control. Who else did we have on this? I thought Brady kissing Robert Kraft afterwards was
Awesome.
MVP worthy.
Awesome.
Yeah.
On the lips.
He's gonna kiss him. He's gonna kiss him. Get it on tape.
Come on.
Oh.
No, they didn't.
Awesome.
For who? Brady or Kraft?
Just us. We really won that.
We won that one?
Us as fans won that.
I say
Supposedly,
so.
Uncle Bill went out partying. I don't know if you saw Gronk's quote.
Well, yeah, I saw Gronk said, Gronk was like, yeah, I'm going to go out party.
He
Bill
said, Bill told me he's going out partying, so there's
have
no
it.
way I'm going to let him out party me. Talking about how he's feeling.
Bill
after
said
the
he's
game.
partying tonight, and I ain't going to let him out party me.
Yeah. That was
Gronk?
like in reference, like, how are you feeling after the game or something like that?
Yeah. Oh, my God. The parties must be fucking insane for these players after the game.
I mean, it's whatever you want to do.
It's literally free-for-all. Just walk out of the stadium.
What do you feel like doing? You want to have sex? You want to get drunk? You want to do drugs?
I'm all about
All
this.
the above.
That's
at
it.
the
Like
same
you
time.
can do whatever you want.
Yeah. It was quick shout out to the city of New Orleans and their fans. It was like the lowest rated Super Bowl ever by it dropped like.
Yeah, but you know what? That's a game that you don't want to
70%.
see as a Saints fan.
No, they all went out and they started Mardi Gras early. If you were seeing videos and
epic.
shit, yeah, awesome. I would have done the same thing. If I was a Saints fan, no shot. I watch that game. No shot.
Yeah, fuck that.
None.
I mean, I wonder if they're ever going to get over it. What happens first? They get over it or Bill Belichick retires?
Wow. I don't think either one's gonna happen.
They're
so.
never, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like Andrew
Bill's living like 170.
and like Andrew Whitworth said, at the end of the day, we all are gonna die. So I figure Bill dies before. All
Saints
the
are never
Saints.
getting over that.
No, they're not. And you know what? It would have been a lot better game if they were in it. I don't care what
Yeah.
anybody says. Even though they were playing like shit, Sean Payton's a lot better coach than Sean McVay. I don't really care.
There's just no way Drew
they
Brees
would've
only
spiced it
scores
up a
3
little
points.
bit.
It would have been spiced up. They would have
Yeah.
made more adjustments. It would have been a better game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Agreed.
Would have been fun to watch. So, yeah, Gronk's going to go out party. We want to segue into one of the top 5 lists that we mentioned earlier in the episode. Our top 5 party athletes of all time. We basically just threw down some names of guys that we want to spend a night with, that not in that way, that we want to go out with and just fucking rage. 12 hours, no holds bar.
Anything goes.
Any fucking thing goes. I'm going to start you off with Tiger Woods. And
Go.
Tiger Woods, I think
Guy
he needs to be in like the right mindset, because I think by the end of Tiger Woods' partying phase, it was more of like a depressed thing. Like you don't
Yeah,
crash,
you have to
don't
get him
crash
early.
into a tree.
You got to get him
It's
early.
a different type of party.
A different type of party. So I'm gonna lead the list off with that, because he's not my first choice, but he's definitely someone
He's
who
gotta
in their
be.
prime.
Right.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
not
you
sure.
pick him up on the way to the bar for sure. You're
Right.
like, hey,
He's,
Tiger,
one,
what
he's
you
one of the
doing?
boys, but you don't go out solely with him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's not
Yeah, I
like
see
your
that.
wingman, but he is definitely the guy. He's like the one guy in the friend group who like needs to get in a fight every time you go out to the bar, and you're like, Tiger, Tiger, Tiger. He's like, fuck you guys. So yeah, I'm all in on Tiger.
That's a good pick. I mean, the guy's a party
How do
animal.
you go wrong? I mean, the guy literally crashed.
Pick your next fucking party guy. Let's go.
I'm gonna go Mike Tyson
Ooh,
because Number of reasons here.
That's a good
Now
pick,
this is
Dan.
also
That's a good pick, man.
this is Mike Tyson in his prime, right? Because he doesn't party anymore. Like
Are we sure?
Like well, I'm pretty sure he's sober. But
Seems like a good guy now.
I want the
on the right
party animal Mike Tyson, where there's a picture and him right here with a bunch of coke on his nose. The guy knows how to party.
That night was probably so.
He's
fun.
admitted to drinking and doing drugs before fights, and still going out there knocking people out.
Now, he's allowing Mike Tyson to trap him in the corner. Uppercut, and Marvis is hurt.
And the fact that you're out partying with Mike Tyson, you have no fear, other than maybe going to jail. But like, no one's kicking your ass.
You think the Hangover is actually similar to what Mike Tyson's life was like?
For
I would
sure,
think it's very similar.
It has to.
For
be.
sure.
He like 100% has a pet tiger.
that tiger was real.
Yeah,
it was his.
That was. I think it was just a documentary. I think they just like vlogged
Yeah.
the day with him, and it happened.
And they
to turn
made it
into
a sick movie.
Yeah, for sure.
It
But
was
Mike
so
Tyson,
good, he didn't even need to be in the second and third one.
dude,
So
guy fucks.
Guy fucks.
a guy fucks. Well, I will go with another guy that fucks, and that is John Daly. PGA
JD.
PGA legend John Daly. I mean, what do you want to say about this guy? He's like, golf is a very professional sport, and you do everything with like proper etiquette and everything. And
two out of three golfers. Who would have known?
yeah, right. And John Daly is literally the opposite of that.
You don't even need to go out with him. I feel like you
No,
could
you
play a
don't.
round of golf with him. That's the same thing
That's
as
the
like
same
raging
thing.
with most people.
That's the same
Yeah,
thing.
he's like
But,
smoking cigs on
you
the
see him
course.
smoking
It's
cigarettes,
awesome.
and he's always after like his rounds. Yeah, I'm gonna go get drunk, have some beers and some scotches with my friends.
Beast.
But my favorite story, I was doing a little research on him. He went on the LIII show a while back, and he told the story about how he got into a fight with his wife. Just think about it. He won $55,000 at a casino, right? And he lost $55,000 he lost that $55,000. So this is in the quotes. I won like 55 grand in the casino, and I said, if you're going to yell and scream at me about this, I threw it over the bridge going over to Memphis from Arkansas. Threw all the money out the window and said, you know what? If you want that money, you can go find it. But let me tell you something. You don't have a job. You're not working. I'm supporting you. I'm paying all the bills. That motherfucker won 55 grand in a casino, all drunk, all stoned, all kinds of things. Threw it over the bridge. Are you kidding me?
You gotta have some.
That's how you
Are
fucking
you
party.
kidding me?
You're fucking.
That's a partier.
Your mental state to do that has to be
Gone.
out
There
of
is
this
none.
world.
There's no
There is
mental state there.
There's none.
There's nothing going on in your head. You have a
Good
ping pong ball
Lord.
fucking going back and
It's
forth.
like, I'm
in your
fucking
empty
angry.
hole.
I'm throwing this shit. I don't care what's in it. My kid, 55 grand. My wife, whatever. It's going over.
You don't work.
Fuck it.
Oh, that's funny.
So
Let's get out of golf, please.
yeah, let's get out of golf and move towards another gentleman's game of tennis. Johnny McEnroe. Now, I don't really know much about him. He was before my time, before all of our times.
No mistakes whatsoever.
Second stuff, please.
Answer my question! The question, jerk! You cannot be serious!
But I've seen Mr. Deeds upwards of 25 times.
One of the greatest movies.
And if you've seen Mr. Deeds, then Johnny Mac has to be on your list.
Has to.
I don't know what he does, but I know you're going to be jumping over cars.
And that's an
by the end of
accurate
the night.
depiction of what
who
he
he
does
is?
in real life. Absolutely.
Okay.
He's
I
always
see
at
him
the Knicks
sometimes-
games, and he's always looking hammered.
Yeah, I
Always.
see him sometimes like on TV being like an announcer, and I'm like, he doesn't like this isn't who I expected him to
Yeah,
be.
he's just trying to
Well,
pay
no,
the
if you ever
bills.
watch like his old tennis matches,
He's
his
wild on the court.
cannot
be serious. That was his biggest thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, so
He's
I
just
can't
a-
imagine what he's like.
He's
off
a
the
wild
court.
man, you know.
Imagine
So,
him drunk. Oh,
Johnny Mac, he's next up. Go.
so for me, also not an athlete here. Johnny Mac's an athlete, but Chris Berman.
beast.
Chris Berman,
That works.
drunk on air
We'll allow
after
it.
the Cubs win the World Series, is by far one of my favorite videos of all time.
Hilarious.
Scott, you're gonna have to play this.
Here's, you feel bad for them in the big picture. Yes, to answer your question, of course they did. I mean, history will show, okay, the Cavs came back 3-1, Golden State. They had a 3-1 lead. Oh, they blew it. No, they didn't blow it. When Rajay Davis became Babe Ruth with a choked up bat against a 100-mile-an-hour fastball, it was the young man from UConn, Avery Point, which is up by Groton, by the way, but that's a whole nother.
Cue it.
It's just the slurring and the eyes. Just look at the eyes. Just watch his eyes, and he's just sweating, and he's just. It's perfect.
How did you not get fired after that?
I'm pretty sure.
Well, that's what's amazing.
I'm pretty sure he went on like a profanity laced rant.
That's an old
off
one.
camera.
Yeah, he did.
And he like takes a swig of beer like during it.
Well, the people were like walking back and forth. He's like, "What is this? Have you never worked on a TV show before?"
That's what made them great back in the day.
Oh yeah,
that's what made the
best.
channel great back in the day.
The
And
best.
they should take a fucking play from their old playbook.
Yeah.
And that's what
If they were
Barstool's
sitting
doing
at the
now.
desk like drinking scotch, smoking cigs, I would be fucking tuned in.
Do you know how much
people
better,
wanna
dude?
see.
Seriously, if ESPN, if that happened, if Scott, do you guys like SVP at?
I love
midnight?
SVP.
The
I almost
only
fall
reason
asleep to
it's
it.
the only reason I'm up at night.
I love
Same.
SVP.
Dude, I love that was like one of the best moves that they have made on SportsCenter or on ESPN in a long
the
time.
only time I watch it.
I stopped watching ESPN completely, but at midnight I will be falling asleep to Scott Van Pelt
SVP?
almost
Every night, yep.
If SVP was sitting there with a cup of scotch, that would be incredible.
It would be 20 times better. I
Incredible.
wouldn't fall asleep
For
during
no
the shows.
reason
I would
other
s-
than I'm like, oh, this is so cool because he's drinking alcohol, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
for no
I know.
fucking reason.
But like,
other than that.
I think of SVP as like one of us. Like he's
exactly.
like a common dude.
He's like one of the few personalities they have left on that channel that actually has their own personality.
Right.
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly. People watch it for him.
And
Right.
his boy Stanford Steve. You always shout out to Stanford, by the way.
That segment is like really, that's what Bad Beats, right?
Bad Beats is the best.
That segment is like funny. It gets super fucking awkward at times though. Like when they segue like we do, we're just like we'll finish a segue and then we'll be like, yep, and that's it. And then Scott SVP's just like, bad beats, man.
Well,
Bad,
I think
yeah, that's
they're
it,
just-
and they just start laughing.
I
at
just
each
think
other.
they're so excited to get to it. They love doing it because
Yeah.
they're big gamblers on that. So
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
that's a good one.
Big fan of. Can we do SVP? I'm throwing SVP in here. Have you seen?
We should throw SVP. Oh my God, the voicemail.
Hey, it's Scott Van Pelt. We shared a brief but exceptionally meaningful modeling court relationship last Saturday. I'm sure you remember it.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Dan Baker, I have it saved on my thing. I'm gonna pull it up now. He used to call me once a night for like a year straight
And recorded the whole thing?
He memorized the entire voicemail and he would do it and it would fucking kill me every night. If you
That's-
guys have not heard the Scott Van Pelt voicemail of we left this chick
Please
a voicemail.
Google it.
He met her at like a bar or whatever and then calls her like a week later, leaving her this long, like so emotional. I was like, damn, SVP got super vulnerable on this one. I feel bad. Like, damn, he left it all out on the line.
He
there.
did.
I wonder, do you know a backstory to that? Did she ever call
Not
him?
really, no. I have no
Did she
idea.
call him back? We
I have
should
no
find
idea.
out.
There's
Well,
probably
I don't
more
even
info.
want to know, honestly.
Me either.
That
I just like
voicemail
to.
lives
I
the
just like
test
to
of
think
time.
that they're married now. That they got it. Things worked out.
He is
really
married.
well.
He is
I think it
married.
was her. I think it was her.
I hope so.
I'm gonna go with that.
I hope so.
SVP. He's on the list.
He's
for
on
sure.
the list.
I think Gronk is collectively on
Gronk,
everyone's
everyone
list.
votes Gronk, right?
Gronk. My next guy, I'm gonna go. I got a few good ones. I'm gonna go with LT. How can you not? Lawrence Taylor. There's only one LT. If I ever hear anybody call a Danian Tomlinson LT, I swear to God, I will track you down and I will.
You won't do shit. Don't worry.
Well,
Not
listen.
gonna do shit.
I'll
It was
chirp
a
you.
fucking $120.
I'll chirp you. But I mean, I mean, we know what LT was. He was PEDs before there were PEDs. He was changing the game of football and being the greatest football player of all time while snorting coke at halftime and on the sideline.
favorite part.
The guy was so damn
I
good.
love
He
it.
was
Just a crazy coked up
he was-
maniac.
if you guys watch The Sopranos, the Bada Bing, it's
Satin Dolls.
Satin Dolls. He used to go
gone.
there all the time.
Fucking sad.
My dad swears by it. He swears that he would walk in on LT doing coke in the bathroom. And I've heard that from quite a few different people. How do you refute that? MetLife Stadium, Giant Stadium was literally 6 minutes away from Satin Dolls. Lawrence Taylor, you want to get fucked up and, well, not try and get like statutory rape charges, you go out and you party with LT. The greatest to ever do it. So LT makes my list.
On and off the field.
On and off the field. Woo.
I'm a fan of that.
We're going to go out there like a bunch of crazy dogs. God, what a guy. Happy birthday, LT.
All right.
Who you got?
I got two more on my list. I got two more, and I'm gonna go Wilt. Hundo Point Wilk. Hunted emoji Wilt. Strictly on the fact that he has, what's the number of girls he slept with?
Didn't he say it was
It's 1,000, 2,000,
10,000?
8,000.
10,000?
Listen, it's
I don't know. There's
Is
a
Wilt
lot.
Chamberlain still
like a
alive?
1,000.
This is a dumb question, but he's still
more
alive?
No,
than,
Chamberlain's dead.
maybe.
Yeah?
Has to be dead.
You sure?
Bro.
Bruh. Let's all look that up right now.
He's
very dead.
How dead?
Like,
yeah, you're right. He died in 1999.
he's very dead.
So he's missed out on like 20 years of poundage.
Oh my God! Look at that stash.
The number of, oh God, I don't really have much to say here, to be honest with you. The first thing that pops up on Google is, did Wilt Chamberlain really sleep with
20,000 women during his lifetime?
Women. I wouldn't even want to sleep with that many women. You know how many of those women will probably fucking, one, had AIDS, two, probably slept with some dead women. Dude,
I was literally reading it. I knew you were going to say it, too.
Yeah, I'm over that.
Oh.
Will, I'm going to call you if I'm ever lonely.
Ugh.
And if I'm ever dead, I guess, apparently. But Wilt makes my list, regrettably. I think we're all going to have someone on our list that we regret putting on the list.
I think he needs to be on it.
Yeah, he does. All right, Animal. No, you a bitch, so.
So,
I wouldn't want to party with you.
Pretty obvious one here. Lamar Odom.
How's that obvious?
How is that?
Pretty obvious.
You don't want to die.
This guy, he didn't die, which is
Actually, I kinda do, so I'm all in.
why it's obvious, because this guy partied through a 4-day drug bender and was unconscious at a brothel. And I mean, if there's anywhere where you want to go out unconscious, it's a brothel. Trust me.
Trust.
Why do I trust you?
You know from experience.
You've never been to a brothel.
No. So I mean, he was just
epic that brothels used to be a thing. It's fucking sick. Speaking of brothels,
used to, bro. It's still a thing.
2009 's the year.
Dennis Hoff died there at the same brothel.
2019 is the year of the comeback, baby.
2000 what?
2019 is the year of the comeback.
For brothels?
Maybe.
For
I
Game
brought
of
back
Thrones
turtlenecks last week.
You didn't bring shit.
Well,
bike.
not really, but anyway.
Like, what is your definition of bringing a bike?
Wearing it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, so
being on camera with it.
Turtlenecks are back, and 4-day
will be
drug
back
benders at brothels are back. But I mean, dude, the guy had 12 strokes and 6 heart attacks while he was in a coma.
Oh my God!
Wait,
and lived.
This is big facts.
This is big facts.
No way! I didn't know that.
I didn't know. Repeat that again.
12 strokes and 6 heart attacks when he was in a coma.
Lamar Odom.
Lamar Odom.
Wait, and he's still alive.
He told the story.
He doesn't have permanent brain damage. He has to be fucked up.
He might, but who
multiple
fucking
ways.
cares at this point? The guy, I mean,
Holy
he says he's over his addiction
So,
now.
I always thought it was the Kardashians
So guys,
that did him dirty.
clearly, Animal has mental
wanna
health
party
issues,
with this dude.
knowing that he wants that kind of damage done
Oh
to him.
my God!
That is all worldly. You really waited on that to slip that one in there. I respect that.
That's epic.
Yeah, dude.
That's one you might not regret right now.
I
but
do
you
not regret.
You might regret it later.
Maybe like, yeah, my mom won't be happy about that one for sure.
No, that's really good.
I would venture not.
But you want to talk about fucking benders? Ovi, when Ovechkin finally won Stanley Cup,
all the videos are so
the
great.
bender was unbelievable,
Ridiculous. And everybody knew that was coming too.
Yeah, and I liked
it exceeded expectations.
I liked it, and the thing was, it wasn't like he forced it. And it seemed like after 3 days, you'd be like, okay, Ovi, like, get over it. But it was like, no, he was still having so much pure joy. Every time you watch, whether he was like fucking belly flopping into a fucking public fountain, whatever he was doing.
Spooning the Stanley Cup.
He was
in
doing
bed.
like fucking, he was doing fucking dives into
He
like,
deserved every
basically just
second of
chugging
that.
beer everywhere he was.
He deserved every second
awesome.
of that bender.
Yes.
Yeah.
Every single
That was awesome.
Yes.
I'm a big fan of benders.
That's
like,
what sports is about.
I like going on personal benders. Not personal, like only myself.
like
But
what?
I personally like going on benders.
Okay, there you go.
Sorry.
Should we do a bender?
We should do a bender. NFL draft's going to be a fucking
An NFL
bender.
draft night bender?
Yeah.
The draft is going to be a huge bender.
I'm probably going to be at
I'm
one
not
that
even
has
going to
to,
know who the Giants pick.
probably one that has to drive back, so probably not bender.
Saturday.
I still have to drive.
Oh yeah, you're driving.
On Saturday, yeah. That's fine. We bend.
Animal, you're the oldest.
Guys, I'm
here.
trying to have 13 fucking strokes and 7 heart attacks. I want to beat this guy.
Love that.
Well, I will say I'm trying to do what this next man did because I'm taking Andre the Giant. Now, if I did what he did, I would have 12 strokes and 6 heart attacks, and I wouldn't live to see the next day. This guy, he would drink 120 beers in a single night. Like, anybody that tells their doctor, and I quote, I need 2 liters of vodka before I feel warm. Are you kidding me? If that doesn't scream party animal, what does? Guy was 7'4", 550 pounds. For one, me and him are literally...
It's like a video game character.
It's literally ridiculous.
It's like when you make your Madden player.
That's the fucking boss at the end of the level.
What's the movie with Schwarzenegger and DeVito?
Twins?
Junior? That's
Twins.
That's like me and...
Couple.
That's like me and Andre the Giant going out partying. Literally.
That's incredible.
Except, like, probably not even remotely as close.
Yeah.
It's like crazy.
He would eat you.
He'd what?
He would fucking eat you.
Oh, yeah, easily. Oh my God.
I'm pretty sure every one of these nights end up in us dying. If any of us went out with any of these guys for a night, dead.
What makes them better than us besides them being superb athletes and all the money and
success and fame?
What makes them better?
Good
Why
looking
can't we do
girls.
this shit? God damn, if I have 2 tequila shots, I'm throwing up on camera.
That's actually
Big fact.
I mean, like,
Big facts.
Fuck that. I say we go Bend right now.
yeah.
Dude,
You wanna roll the hotel?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
I don't know. I mean, this is kind of doing it for me. As it, you know. I'm happy.
You're definitely driving. You know what?
This is why
you know
you'll
what?
never be on this list.
I'm happy.
You know what? I know a guy, a good friend of mine, works at Hertz. We're gonna rent a car, and you're just gonna drive me and Nick everywhere when we go to Nashville.
Love that. Wasn't that already the plan?
But
We
thought
just didn't have to
I was
rent a
gonna
car.
Bring my car. So why would we rent a car?
It's facts. It saves us money.
I don't want to put mileage on your car.
Yeah.
He's looking out for you.
Well, we're already there. Sure. Anyway, my last one is another man who can drink many, many beers. His name is Wade Boggs. And I believe he was a Red Sox, right? Red Sox? I'm not a baseball
He won a
guy.
World Series with the Yankees '96. And he rode the horse around the outfield.
But his main team was a Red Sox,
fuck
right?
the Red Sox.
So anyway,
he was just whoring himself around the AL East.
Wade Boggs is
he was a
known
rough
for
double right,
the Wade Boggs Challenge, which was made famous by It's Always Sunny. Okay, and basically what that is it started with the rumor was 107 beers he drank and a bucket of fried chicken. This was the rumor, and he said it was 64 beers. So the challenge is now 60 beers, a bucket of chicken in 24 hours.
24 hours?
No
24
way.
hours.
I couldn't
60
do it.
beers,
No normal person
a bucket of
can do
fried
60
chicken.
Can't do
beers.
that.
No.
Stone
the
Cold,
challenge.
maybe.
Listen,
Oh
Wade
my
Boggs did
God.
it. So
He's an athlete. Stone Cold's all in.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Finish.
Oh, that's a good one, Stone Cold.
It is a good one. I didn't mean to interrupt you because Wade Boggs is a really good under
Nah,
the
fuck
radar
Wade
one.
Boggs. Go.
No, dude. Wade Boggs.
Wade
you
Boggs
kidding
can
me?
go fuck
He has his
himself
own-
when you're about to talk about Stone Cold.
He has his own challenge. Like,
Glass shatter.
There's like an actual.
if you're telling me Wade Boggs drank that and ate all that chicken,
I'm pretty sure he played a game and batted like 3 for 4 or something like that. That was what they
While
said in It's
hammered?
Always Sunny. Yeah, well, the next day, like it was the original challenge was across.
Something tells me that if the challenge is in Always Sunny, that it's not
It was,
accurate.
well, they got it from It's Always Sunny. Got it from Wade Boggs. The real thing. He supposedly drank 64 beers on the flight to the game, and then like
on one flight.
Yeah,
You have to just be chugging them. Sick. Your stomach can't even physically hold that much liquid.
You gotta watch the episode of It's Always Sunny. They have their shirts on. They have a tally of how many beers. It's
Enough.
like 40.
Enough. Enough.
This fucking guy.
how the fuck did I miss Stone Cold?
You missed this one bad.
You did.
Bad.
That's an L.
I'm literally just watching this. So the greatest WWF, WWE wrestler of all time, Stone Cold Steve Austin, would literally have beer baths in the middle of the ring in front of thousands of people. Like,
God.
if that doesn't scream party, I don't know what does. He had it. There was one thing. He's like, I'm gonna go celebrate. I'm gonna have 2 beers, and they would always say what? You know, when they said what? He'd have vodka,
What?
tequila,
What?
more beer,
What?
more vodka,
What?
more tequila,
What?
more beer.
More beer.
More tequila. Keeps going, and they just keep screaming. Every time he says it, they keep screaming what? Louder and louder
that
and
shit
louder.
Is hilarious.
God, imagine going out with Stone Cold.
They've made some great memes off
Yeah,
that.
Oh,
yeah,
the
that was a
best.
thing for a
The
little
best.
while there too.
Yeah.
The best.
What?
Yeah, that's a good one. Fuck, I can't believe we missed that one.
Yeah, I can't believe
That
it
was
either.
good. We're probably not thinking of some sports that are good.
Well, please drop them below who we missed.
Yeah, I mean, I have plenty, but I yeah, exactly. Put some in the comments.
Like,
I'm sure you guys have some.
I hear like Wade Boggs. I had no idea that was pretty good. McEnroe was really good. I hear who's the douchebag tennis player? Not a douchebag. He's really funny. Fuck.
Novak Djokovic.
I hear he's a monster partier.
Really? He's
He's a foreigner.
funny?
They
He's
probably
very funny.
Really?
pounds
I don't know.
wine, fucking bangs chicks.
Well, I think that's Federer.
That's definitely Federer.
Federer's a wine guy.
Federer's
He-
wine collection is all world, I bet.
Yeah,
It's probably so good.
Like
You know
all-
who's-
all
you-
fancy schmancy?
You know who's not
Hondo.
somebody I want to party with? LeBron Blames. That's
Yeah,
who
well.
I would not want to party with.
Big wine guy,
He
too.
sucked. I'm a big wine guy myself, but when I want to party, I know how to party. And I ain't not going out with LeBron James. First of all, he's 3-6 in the NBA Finals. He's not, will never be the greatest basketball player
Hey,
of all time.
hey, guy, you want to
Okay.
come out for a drink with me? No, bro, you're 3-6 in the finals.
You've only won 3 NBA championships. you
Bro,
cunt.
if I saw LeBron
How many has
James-
Lamar Odom won? It's got to be more.
2? At least 2.
He's got at least 2, yeah.
I know he's got at least
I feel
2.
like he's probably more than that.
Nah, it's probably 2. If I saw LeBron James,
Do you have more heart attacks or NBA championships?
Yo, let's check it out.
if I saw LeBron James in the street, I'd spit on his face.
You're out of it.
I would. I took a crowbar to my TV. You were there.
I know.
2.
Okay.
Damn.
Whatever. Shouts out Lamar Odom. You the real MVP.
More hard attacks than NBA championships.
All right, that's got to wrap this motherfucker up.
Somebody argue me
Do
about
the
LeBron
Super Bowl
James.
odds?
Argue me.
Oh shit, that's right. We have more to talk about.
Damn, we have an episode for you people.
Super
today.
Bowl odds for 2020.
I just really want to talk about it because the Broncos got some great
That's why you want to talk
odds.
about it.
All right, so the Rams are currently the favorite.
I'm taking the Patriots.
I'm not. I was about to say. The Rams. Shout out to anyone that actually took the Patriots in the beginning of the year. I could imagine the odds of them winning again were so small that it was not worth the value.
No,
I think it was like plus 350.
Yeah, like that's so bad at the beginning of the year to have that.
You
But
can't take that.
Rams are the favorite. They're gonna have a lot of players as free agents this year.
Right.
They have Sue's a free agent. They have Andrew Whitworth contemplating retirement.
Dante Fowler.
That's the
Dante
biggest
Fowler,
one. Whitworth's the
who
biggest
hasn't
one.
been great, but he had his best career year by far.
You also traded a 4th-round pick for him. You
Yeah,
probably
they're
want
probably
to
going to
sign
resign him.
Then Roger Saffold, their guard,
see them
who
letting
is like a top
Sue
5
go.
guard in the NFL right now, is a free agent.
It's 2 major pieces on the line.
It could be, yeah. And then I think the rest of their LaMarcus Joyner is also a free agent.
Yeah.
So they have some pieces. I mean, none of them are that huge besides probably Sue. And I guess Sue and Saffold. So
See, I think Whitworth's. Well, he's not a
well,
free
no,
agent.
Whitworth,
He's not a free agent.
yeah,
Right.
Whitworth
Yeah,
is
he's
easily the biggest
right.
one.
Question
if
mark,
he
that's
leaves.
all.
So yeah, I mean, getting Cooper Kupp back is going to make that offense
It's
run
going to be huge.
far more smoothly than
Huge.
it has been because you could see the splits with Goff when he has Kupp and when he doesn't have Kupp.
Right.
So they need that back, but I would not put the Rams as the favorite.
Neither would I.
I like the Chiefs again. I mean,
Yeah,
they
how
were,
do you not? They're
they
only
were my
going to get
team.
better.
Yeah.
They got the cap space, too. Like,
Yep.
those rookie contracts. Damn. The quarterbacks.
Yeah, I mean, this is from Sports Insight. Rams are plus 750, and the Chiefs and Patriots are both plus 800.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I
See,
mean,
I like
those
the
are the
I like
three-
the Chiefs value there. That's only going to go. That they're going to be the
Honestly,
favorites
putting
going into
$20
the year.
on Chiefs, Patriots, like Saints, all 3 of those.
Saints,
like
huh?
that. Saints
Dude,
plus 950.
We think about the Colts at plus 15.
That I like.
Exactly.
I
like
love
that.
that.
A lot.
Dude,
I
they
actually
have
hate
a-
the Steelers.
they
I
have
think
almost
the
100
Steelers
million
are
in
for
cap.
a big downfall.
Yes.
If AB leaves, that offense is
It's not.
not going to
I don't understand how anybody could think that they'll be okay.
No.
They will not be okay.
Steelers are going to go.
Yeah, Steelers they're way too high on this list.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Steelers are the 7th.
Way too
No,
high.
they ain't bringing Bell back. I was going to say if they trade AB, they bring
Never.
Bell back.
No way.
But Connor just showed that it's not.
Did you see that weird thing that they might fucking
Franchise tag him?
not franchise tag? It was it's
a-
called a different type of tag.
Transition tag?
Transition tag, and I'm not even sure how it works, but they could have him and then I forget the details from it, but it just seems like they're just like fucking.
They're fucking with him.
Le'Veon Bell, yeah.
Yeah.
Which would be terrible because he would miss out on what they're doing. Okay, so it's a transition tag, and they would either have to pay him. It was either $9 million or $14 million, depending on the terms in the NFLPA contract or something. But there's a way that they could keep him on a tag for a $9 million contract. So he would lose the whole $14 million that he lost this year, and then only get paid $9 million.
You know what?
At
I
this
wouldn't
point,
hate
just
it.
let
I'm
the man
sorry.
go. Just let him go. What do you want to deal with it
No,
for?
fuck that. I would be as gruesome as ever to him.
Nah, just get. You don't want that energy on your team. Just get rid of it. And move on.
Yeah,
Falcons
I
plus
can agree with that.
2850.
Who's that?
Lock.
Who?
Falcons.
Stop it.
Who? What about the Giants?
Stop it.
Lock. I only have like the top 15
See,
teams on here.
this is why. How are the Falcons plus 2850? How are they above the Ravens?
Because
The
the
Ravens
Ravens
don't
have
have a
Lamar
quarterback.
Jackson.
Yeah, but still, like
He cannot
Falcons'
play
personnel
quarterback.
is good. The Falcons are going to be a very big bounce back team.
Bro,
next
they
year.
were.
they will. They will. I look
Yeah.
at them similar
They
to the
were
Broncos.
coaching incompetence
Rough year.
away from beating the Patriots, like soundly.
Yeah.
They were coaching incompetence away from that.
Yeah, 2 years ago.
I'm just saying, their team hasn't changed that much.
I know. I listen.
If anything, it got better.
Okay.
So I would, so we could all agree Falcons lock of the Super Bowl next
No,
year.
I disagree.
So out of
I
all
disagree.
these, where do you think the best value is
Can I see it?
for
So
for
I
20
only-
like
so
you
I
know, for a
cut off-
$25 bet?
I cut off about halfway through the list. So I know you said your Broncos are on that, but mine cuts off at where the Texans are.
It should be right below.
Which, by the way, I don't
hate the Texans.
I don't
either.
hate the Texans
All they need
either.
to do is shore up that offensive line because they have the
Exactly.
worst fucking offensive line. If they get some pieces in the O-line, I think they're a good value. I legitimately like the Falcons at that value.
I hate the Texans.
I like the
think they
Cowboys
suck.
at that value.
Damn, dude, look at the Brownies in the top fucking.
Brown. I don't like
12.
that value.
I don't like
They're
that
not
No,
gonna
I
win-
don't either. I'm
they're not
just
gonna win
saying,
the Super Bowl.
look where they've
No.
come.
Yeah.
I hate the Packers. I hate the Eagles.
I don't hate the Bears.
I don't hate the Bears either. I don't think I saw enough out of Trubisky.
I didn't either.
I feel like he could lead a team.
I didn't
to
either.
Super
But that
Bowl.
defense is all world.
Guys,
Yeah.
it's the Broncos.
They also lose Vic Fangio.
Look at that value.
Yeah, that's true.
Plus 9,000.
Colts, Saints. Yeah,
I'm not
So-
wasting $25.
You
I
know
can
that
go
they're
take-
going to be a playoff team next year?
How do I know that?
You know that they will.
They won 6 friggin' games.
With terrible, terrible coaching. And we still have a solid defense.
Okay,
but now
so you're
Vic
bringing in
Fangio
a
running
rookie
it.
head coach.
Okay, but you're going to have, say you have Case Keenum back at quarterback again.
Yeah.
You have no weapons on the outside. Emmanuel Sanders is gone. Is probably gone.
He's not gone.
He's coming off a fucking torn Achilles.
He is not coming back the way he was playing at the beginning of the year. Oh, he's fine. Oh, he's fine.
So you're going to depend on
Cortland Sutton.
Cortland Sutton, who
Deshaun
showed
Hamilton.
absolutely nothing last year. Deshaun Hamilton's an average player who plays well in the slot. You have Tim Patrick, who's like a 7th-round fucking pick. Like
Great running backs.
Tim Patrick's pretty good, actually.
Great
Tim
running
Patrick
backs.
is good. I agree with that. I like him, but like
Running backs are beasts. It's all about the defense in Denver.
Okay, but
I agree, but
you're not.
you're like a poor man's version of the Bears.
Right now,
That- you
wait
know
till
what?
free
That's
agency.
perfect. You are a poor man's version of the Bears. And what are you talking about?
Dude,
that
listen,
defense wasn't even that great.
The Broncos'
You
record
have
wasn't
Von Miller.
that great. But if you look at the games, a lot of the games we were in it. Dude, that game with the Chiefs was right till the end.
Listen,
Patrick Mahomes had to throw a game-winning touchdown.
Animal, I'll give you one thing. The Broncos have the two things that I love in a playoff team. Strong running game and a ferocious pass rush. I still think those two things are quite evident.
I'm just talking about, listen, do I think that they're actually going to win the Super Bowl? Probably not. But
Maybe
at plus
probably not.
9,000?
Absolutely not.
He slips the probably in there.
You're sounding like
like the
me.
sound
At
of-
plus-
I'm not even saying the Giants are
The
going to
Giants
win.
are
and I'm
probably not gonna win the
psychotic.
Super
At
Bowl,
plus
but-
9,000, I'm going to throw $50
Wait,
on
they're
that.
plus 9,000?
Yeah.
Broncos are plus 9,000.
Oh, I thought it was 35.
No.
What?
I'm 35.
You guys are 35 and you're 9,000?
No, the Giants are plus 5,500.
Oh, I thought
That's
it
what I'm
was
saying.
35.
These
You're almost
odds-
double that?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The Broncos.
Who are the... Read off the bottom
We're
five.
coming, baby.
Read off the bottom
We're
five.
coming.
Dolphins at plus 30,000 is the
easy.
last.
I'm going to put
Okay.
10 on that.
Redskins plus 1250.
15.
It jumps-
12,500, not
It
1250.
jumps from
They think they're
30,000
gonna
for
be
the
that
Dolphins
bad,
down
yeah.
to 12.5?
Yeah.
Gee, okay.
Then
keep
it
on.
goes Raiders at a plus 11, Lions plus 11, Cardinals plus 11.
Oh, God. That's bad. And you guys are at 9. Yeah. That. You know what? I'd have to agree that there's some decent value there.
Dude, come on. It's crazy. The Jets are plus
Broncos are the
9,000.
goat.
I wonder why the Giants have, like, not
Why are the Giants so
bottom,
high?
like, 7 odds.
That's what I'm saying. I don't get it.
You guys finished strong. You guys
We
finished
did.
strong. And if
We
you could
started
add a couple
Against
the
some of the
offense
worst
started
teams in the
add
league.
some pieces on the line, I could see that offense really coming
You
around.
finish strong. You struggle against the
Get
worst
an
teams
edge
in the league
rusher.
at the end of the year.
Yeah.
Giants can be good. Giants can be a playoff team if they.
Oh, stop it.
If they
Fuck out of here.
I think you're a fucking idiot if you don't think so.
Well, listen, the Broncos are probably not going to win the Super Bowl at plus 9,000, but
They're
They are a playoff team next year. Bet. What do you want to bet? Playoff team next year.
how about we just bet between our teams? Because we're all about
Okay.
a similar outlook.
Yeah,
You-
you're right.
I mean, you think you are. You're nowhere near us. but
Actually, you're right,
whatever.
because we have a way better odds than both of you guys.
I think,
So, yeah,
I
literally,
think we
don't.
give Max a little wine and he gets a little.
That's a little, a little out there.
Broncos Nation. Broncos Country.
Who
Broncos
picks
country.
the Chargers to beat the Patriots? Anyway, yeah, I'll make a bet with you. We'll talk about it.
Yeah, all right.
I think we
Next-
should
We'll,
next-
let's do a 3 bet. Yeah,
We'll discuss it and we'll
we'll
figure
come
it
up
out.
with a good one.
We'll let our
get some
teams
input.
We'll let our teams do the talking. But
Well, I do the talking.
I do the fucking.
I am the Giants. Like
Dice
this.
does the fucking.
Dice does the fuck.
If I died, the Mara family sells this team. I guarantee it. I guarantee it.
Plus 9,000 odds on that.
Probably.
likely that the Broncos win the Super Bowl than that happened. All right,
All
that's
right.
gonna wrap up the episode. Make sure you drop down below your favorite commercials,
thumbs
your
up.
favorite, who you taking for the Super Bowl next year. I know it's the Patriots. Don't waste your time actually commenting on that. Hit that thumbs up button if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. My Venmo is at Nick Ercolano. You can drop some money in there for no reason.
No, whoa.
Other than Big Dog's Gotta Eat, and that is.
There's a reason?
it. We'll see y'all.